What's going on, everybody? My name is Jack Kelly, host of Point to the Spot, a U.S.-based podcast focused on the world of football. We are fresh off of the Champions League final. Game wrapped up just, within the hour. Of course, I'm not alone today, though. Joining the show, as always, my entirely bonkers friend, Reed Hammond. Reed, how are you, my good sir?
Hungover.
We've heard that many a time on this show. Also joining the show, a future presidential candidate, Ball for Prez 2020. I can't stand Donald Trump's America. Andrew Ball. Andrew, how are you, my good friend?
I'm good. How about you, sir?
I'm good. You of course, enjoyed the match in a much more scenic way than the rest of us on the podcast did today.
I did. I went to the wonderful Biergarten House, which might be the most stereotypically German name you could ever come up with for a bar.
Did you enjoy a beer?
They had a lovely rooftop patio that was scorching hot because it is warm today in the swamp. It was fun venue to watch the match, though.
I bet. And guys, also joining the show, a very, very special guest host, the Flying Dutchman himself, Eric Van Tuberingen. Eric, we have not heard from you in a while. How are you?
It has been a while. I'm doing better than I thought I would be. I'm all right.
To give you guys
better than
hold on. To give you guys some context as to how our night went, there is a beloved Euro shop in Milwaukee on Oakland Avenue, on the corner of Oakland and Locust, Oakland Euros. If you'd like to sponsor this podcast, we could work it out. You know, a trade in kind of situation. I eat there a lot. And as I do when I'm on the east side, had perhaps one too many drinks. And we decided to go to Oakland Euros to try to mitigate further damages. First time this has ever happened, our friend Mike projectile vomited in Oakland Euros. Ridiculous. It was a bad night.
On that note.
Let's talk about football. And before we jump into the Champions League final, one Eric Van Tuberingen was recently abroad and got to take in a match of the kit he is sporting today, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Eric, what were the scenes like there? I do believe it was their final Bundesliga game of the season.
It was the final match. And not that I was against it before, but I can now officially say that I'm a fan of Bundesliga soccer. The atmosphere was incredible. I made the comment to Reed earlier today. Darmstadt finished dead last in the Bundesliga table this year. And their away fan section was sold out, and they had an incredible atmosphere the entire game, which was kind of unheard of.
I mean, we do have a lover of the Bundesliga on this podcast. One Andrew Ball would very much probably agree with that. Also, one Andy Davi, who has close associations with Bayer Leverkusen, always talking about the fandom over there in Germany. Go check out our Milwaukee Touring podcast. Great investigative stuff from Andrew Ball and Reed Hammond. I was not there, but we like to talk about it. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the Champions League final. Real Madrid 4, Juventus 1. I mean, I'm not overly surprised by the result here, but I was expecting it to be a bit more of an, I don't even want to say entertaining, a little bit more energetic match from Juventus. So often teams feared playing them this year, and Madrid, of course, had none of that. We'll break it down point by point in this match. Cristiano Ronaldo, 20th minute. Andrew, you have feelings about this deflection. Please.
Okay, Jack is set in his mind that Gigi Buffon could not have gotten to that ball even without the deflection. I think that is patently false.
Just the way it was spinning, it was... I don't know about it. I don't know.
He had it covered. It was not a bad finish from Ronaldo. He definitely got lucky. He did not get as lucky as Casemiro. But Real, I think, were fortunate to nick that goal well against the run of play.
Oh, absolutely.
People are forgetting this. I mean, Real won 4-1. The first half hour, they were by far the inferior team.
No, definitely, they most definitely were. Juventus came to play and were dominant, really pressed them high. But, I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo did Cristiano Ronaldo things. One thing that we were not expecting out of this match was a Mario Mandzukic overhead kick to chip Keylor Navas. One Reed Hammond, what are your reactions to that goal?
Oh, it was a peach of a goal. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, me and Jack have actually talked about this on a couple occasions. Well-known fact of the pod, I did not ever play organized foosball, as they do love to say in the Gladbach region. But I have a thought, and I think if a team did it, I think if we looked at the numbers at the end of the season, it would be very interesting. In that,
Hold on. You got to change the settings on Eric's laptop so that it's using the earphone microphone, because right now it's just coming through the computer and you sound like you're talking in a fucking tin can.
Oh my god!
The whole time you're talking, it's like.
No. Right now.
Hello? Is that better?
Oh my god. Night and day.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
wow.
God. Okay, we thought we had it right.
We have to redo everything.
No.
No, we'll just do this one part. I'll go and then Reed, you can continue on. I'm sorry to have cut you off, but I was going deaf.
That's fine. No, good. I'm glad.
Okay. One thing that none of us may have been expecting: a Mario Mandzukic overhead kick to chip Keylor Navas at his far post. Filthy finish. Reed, what was your reaction to this strike?
Oh, it was absolute peach of a strike. I love the big Croatian. There were a couple very fanciful rumors over the Christmas period that former Croatia boss would try to bring in Mario Mandzukic to East London. In the end, it did not work out, and I think the world of football has to be thankful for that goal alone, without a doubt. The best Champions League, best goal in a final that I've ever seen in my lifetime. With that said, all the Real had 2 or 3 goals off deflections, and I've pointed this out to Jack in the past. Well-known fact of the pod: I actually never played organized foosball, as they like to call it in the Mönchengladbach region. But my thought, something that I think would be an interesting progression of the game to see how it works out, is defenders not trying to get a leg into the ball, just avoiding deflections in general, not avoiding blocking the ball, not avoiding putting in a challenge, but those ones where you know you're not going to get a solid, clean block on the ball, just don't touch it. Just let the goalkeeper react and go to it. And Jack rightfully pointed out that that is a difficult thing to put into practice as a defender, and it's against instinct. But I think a well-drilled side could at least try, could do their best. And I think that would be cool to see. I think that would be an interesting way to progress the game.
I mean, it's damn near impossible not to tackle the ball when it's presented right in front of you. It's not great. We'll move on. Casemiro scored a goal, as the aforementioned Andrew Ball said. He crushed this. He just drilled the ball, took a wild deflection, and went in off of Khedira's foot. I don't even know what to say. They credited him with this goal. I guess we'll turn it over to our guest here, Eric. I mean, what do you make of Casemiro just kind of lashing out at this, and Khedira maybe getting unlucky with his touch a bit and it finding in the back of the net? What a way to change the game.
I tell you what, I think it was going to be a great strike no matter what. It was going to be on target. Like you said, it was deflected in the end, and I think Gigi, he had a good look on it. He just jumped a little bit too late. He nearly missed out on just a couple fingers to maybe deflect it off the post or something like that. But kind of unlucky on his end. But still, in the end, I think it was a great strike.
No, okay. It definitely came off really well. But when Casemiro went to kick that ball, and Eric can attest to this, I said that was stupid because I thought it was just going to go into row Z and be a goal kick.
You Canadian?
For the day. Bite me, boy.
Continue.
Me? I know. That's all I had to say.
I don't know why you go with so much dead air here.
I was trying. We'll cut it out in editing, but y'all can also speak.
Wait, what is Andrew? Why are you coming in and out of this call right now? Hold on. oh, he's back.
Oh, it was his phone too. He joined the call on his phone too. That's what's happening.
Wait, what?
Andrew's being weird.
Okay.
Okay. Continue.
Where were we? Casemiro.
We just finished talking about the Casemiro goal.
Yes. Moving on in the 64th minute, things went from bad to worse for Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo things. Darting run to the near post, a depth little flick that beat Gigi Buffon. Andrew, we talked about this. You said it. This is just Cristiano Ronaldo doing Cristiano Ronaldo things. Getting on in age, still manages to be dominant. Do you think he can keep this form up going into the Confederations Cup this summer with Portugal, which of course starts later this month, and then carry on for 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 4? How much time do you think he's going to be dominant like this?
Okay, there are like 15 different questions in that, and I'll take them as they come. First off, it was a great goal. Credit to Caribaldo for the cross. It was a peach of a cross, but just a perfectly timed run for Ronaldo. Didn't really have to do anything on the finish even to put it past Gigi Buffon at the near post.
No, that was Luka Modric making a wonderful. Yeah, he made a wonderful run of the byline and just on the oh man, if he would have timed it if he would have hit it any earlier, it would have hit the defender any later. It's off the line, over the line. Just a wonderful, wonderful cross by Modric under a lot of pressure as well.
Okay, Reed's stealing my airtime here, but Luka Modric, as an aside, was in my mind 100% the man of the match.
He was terrific.
Reed apparently disagrees. Who would you say is man of the match, Reed?
No, Luka Modric, yeah, 100%, totally.
Okay, you made a face that looked like you were disagreeing.
Oh no, I made a face like, yeah, who else? Yeah, without a doubt. No.
Well, Ronaldo had 2 goals, so like it's not clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron Ramsey.
Okay, hold on, I gotta answer Jack's like 50 million other questions. Okay, first off, he's gonna be shit in the Confederations Cup. He's got to be gassed after that season. You know, A, who gives a shit about the Confederations Cup anyway? B, you know, he's really gonna be saving up to boss around, you know, the MLS guys in the All-Star game. That's really what he's waiting for. As far as like how much longer, I mean, I don't know. He's going to have to keep evolving his skill set, I think. You know, it's not clear what Ronaldo in 3 years, what his best position is going to be. Because is it going to be an out-and-out striker? Is he going to be a winger? You know, like what is that going to look like? But, you know, the awareness and the intelligence is not going away. The finishing ability is going to go away at a very slow rate. It's just the pace and the dribbling ability, I think, is not coming back. So I'd say that buys him another 4 to 5 years.
He will one day be LAFC's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
No, David Beckham FC's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
it's better.
Speaking of Ronaldo, what I was talking to Eric about in this match was especially right after that Modric assist, because I thought it was just spectacular play and he had a great game all around. Is that fun little West Ham fact? Whenever Slaven Bilic is asked, you know, like Messi or Ronaldo, he says Luka Modric.
It's always a fun West Ham fact.
I think it's impossible for me to go a whole show without talking about West Ham. Can I make one more point related to Luka Modric?
Yeah, go ahead.
So people talk about how Zizou is not a particularly exceptional manager, that he doesn't have to do anything. And there's some truth to that, in that managing Real Madrid is certainly easier than managing, pretty much every other side in the world in terms of talent. But his slight tactical adjustments to where he played Luka Modric and Toni Kroos won Real Madrid the game. In many ways. It just freed them up in terms of attack. And it was so slight. And it was all, it was all Zidane's vision tactically that, those small changes really opened things up for them in that second half, I think. And part of it is also UV did not have the stamina to withstand Real's, firing on all cylinders attack. But I think that Zizou made changes at halftime that really, it wasn't just like Real suddenly got good. It was, that came out wrong. But it wasn't just like Real suddenly found themselves with these waves after waves of attack. It's just, there were changes made, and there's a reason he's won back-to-back Champions Leagues.
He's currently on a rate to win a trophy every 6 months. Not a lot of managers can say that. Other startling stat from this match, even though it didn't really matter, Dani Alves has won 37 major titles in his professional career. He's never gone a season without winning a title, no matter where he was playing at that point in time. That is wild. Anyways, we'll move on. Another storyline from this game, even though the game was kind of killed off at this point, 84th minute, Juan Cuadrado had been on the pitch for about 18 minutes. Gets a second yellow for very suspect, officiating. I don't even know what to say. Eric, I feel like you would be best to talk about this as you are an Everton fan, and this was pretty soft. What do you make of this sending off?
Okay, I didn't get a great look from the replay on the camera angle. The announcer said that he stepped on Sergio Ramos's foot, and that's where the foul came from. And I don't know, is that really what happened? I saw a little tap on the shoulder, and then he backed up and fell down.
So he stepped on Sergio Ramos in the same sense that Everton are a major club in England.
Oh!
Oh wow, I'm taking that one to heart.
I mean, there wasn't really much in it.
There was literally nothing in it.
He gave a love touch to Ramos on his shoulder, and then literally they were just tangled up, and he raked the top of his foot very gently, as if this was so dumb. And Andrew made the point, and I read, quote, "Maybe if Real didn't pull shit like this, I could root for them," unquote. And he further went on to explain, quote, "Diving to get an opponent sent off in a game you're going to win anyway is shameful." I paraphrased that a little bit, but mostly what he said on the second half there. His words didn't come together in real stringing manner on that text message. I mean, I don't get it. This was the one part of the match where it was a total head scratcher. And it was dumb, for Cuadrado to even make somebody ask the question, but the assistant referee was standing right there. What did he see that none of the rest of us did?
All you need to take away from this match, Sergio Ramos is a piece of shit.
He really is.
He's got a terrible neck tattoo.
He's the Spanish John Terry.
No, John Terry is the English Sergio Ramos.
You're not wrong.
However, there was another goal. Asensio grabbing one in the 90th minute. Everybody thought for sure, I thought for sure, it was going to be a Cristiano Ronaldo hat trick at some point. Also, it would have been really funny if Morata scored. That's who I thought it was originally. 4-1, Real Madrid are once again Champions League champions. Back-to-back seasons for the first time since it became in its current format in the 92-93 season. It's hard. I mean, we can talk all we want, and people had expectations of Juventus going into this match. They'd only given up three goals the entire campaign before today. I don't know. Madrid has looked at times untouchable this season, and I think that with the way they played, they did deserve to win the final today. I don't know if anybody would dispute that with me. How do you all feel?
That would be a scalding hot take to dispute that. And everything that I've said today, all my shit that I talked about Sergio Ramos aside, it was clear who the better team was.
I would tend to agree. Reader Eric, is there anything else you would like to chime in about today's match?
I think at the beginning of the match, even first half, even Reed and I both agreed that Juve almost looked heavy on the ball. They weren't moving smoothly. Nobody looked light on their feet. It was just kind of hard to watch almost.
And also, Paulo Dybala, I don't understand how his body is how it is. I understand that his shirt wasn't tucked in, so his torso looked even more long. But he's just got these stubby little fucking legs. I don't get it.
He was a passenger today.
Oh, without a doubt. I was telling Eric this. Juventus need to just sell him off to someone who's going to pay way too much fucking money for him. Send him to I don't know, Marseille. Marseille will pay anything for anyone. They bought fucking Payet off
United, bro.
Oh yeah, even better. A big
name
South American, highly rated in FIFA alone. Just send him off. Because speaking of Manchester United, I want to do a transfer special in a couple days. We kind of got a packed podcast schedule, so I don't know when it's going to come out. But with that transfer ban, that actually is a good shout because Atletico have a transfer ban, so they're probably not going to sell Griezmann. If Juventus could convince Manchester United to spend like 70 million on Dybala, that would be spectacular business.
Business of the summer.
Yeah.
So actually, I
is currently holding a bottle of wine, and I just want to point that out.
It's Eric's bottle of wine, mind you.
It's aging.
It's Eric's girlfriend's bottle of wine.
Awesome.
Nothing I can say can top the bottle of wine, so I'm not good.
It's the highlight of the day.
Well, guys, we're going to call it there. That a little bit of a briefer podcast. We just wanted to talk about the Champions League match as it is the pinnacle of club football in a given season. Thank you all very much for joining the show. Tomorrow, we are going to be speaking with a member of the group who's trying to bring San Antonio trying to bring MLS to San Antonio. So we're excited for that. If there's anything in particular you want to hear from them, or we're going to be talking to a few other, franchises and clubs that are specifically interested in getting that MLS bid in the coming weeks. If you're interested in anything from that, feel free to shoot us your questions on Twitter. Of course, that's at @point2thespot with the number 2. Also, make sure you check out the pod on SoundCloud and iTunes. We love when you guys follow us there. Leave us a review if you enjoy the show. For now, though, that's all we have. Reed, where can they find you on the social, as you like to refer to it?
At that one kid Reed. And I just want to say, big thank you to the Milwaukee Torrent. Big thank you for everyone for all the support and kind words on the pod. It took a lot out of all of us really to get that out. A little bit slower of a turnaround than we'd like, but really glad that the Torrent caught that point of the spot boost and got another win under their belt.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, without a doubt. So all you NPSL, USL, MLS sides listening out there, if you need a win, you know who to turn to.
Andrew, where can they find you?
At Andrew Ball, BAHL.
The soon-to-be verified Andrew Ball.
I'd like to echo, well, we can all help. I'd like to echo Reed's statements. Huge shout out to the Torrent.
Yes, I'll send my thanks as well. I wasn't there, but getting to talk about it and the experiences you guys had were very fun. And who knows, maybe we'll be back doing some coverage on the Torrent in the near future. Also, special thanks to Eric Van Tubergen for joining the pod today. Eric, where can they find you on social media?
They can find me at EVT. That's EVEETEE. Thanks for having me on the pod today, guys.
They're not going to be able to find you.
No one's going to find you.
It was worth a shot.
Well, guys, that's all the time that we have. Thank you all very much for listening. Have a great rest of the weekend. And we'll be back early next week, probably Monday. You never know with us, with our conversation from the folks over at MLS 2 San Antonio. Until then, take care.